This is the weather forecast video for Sunday, February 26th, 2012. Let's take a look at the satellite image from last evening. You can see a storm system over the northern plains and into the northern Rockies that'll be producing some moderate to heavy snowfall across that area, and a disturbance over the eastern Gulf producing some clouds and a few showers over Florida. Watch warning map from before midnight. Some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings across the northern tier of the country. Wind advisories and across the plains and down into southern California, while the rest of the nation is quiet. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Thursday evening at 6 o'clock shows some decent amounts of precipitation across the upper Midwest and Plain states. That's with the storm system today, and again later in the week with some heavy amounts over the southeast. So let's take a look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at mid-afternoon today. See the energy with the storm system moving along the U.S.-Canadian border with another over the Pacific Northwest. We have a low over about the Twin Cities. Here, all the precipitation is well to our north. We just have some breezy conditions, and highs are mainly in the 40s, but it'll be cooling off by Monday as the storm moves off to the east. High pressure comes in, temperatures back off to the 30s, which is typical for this time of the year, with lows in the 20s under mostly clear skies. But unfortunately, by Tuesday, here comes the next system. By Tuesday afternoon, we have some energy moving into the plain states with a trough digging in. And with that, we have a low pressure over west central Nebraska, pumping up some southerly winds. The Gulf opens up, and we could see some rain showers across the state. It looks to be that it will be in the form of some rain. We head into Wednesday morning at midnight. The low moves to about Sioux City. Temperatures will cool off, and this is where we could end up with some freezing conditions, with some possible freezing rain. By morning, 6 a.m. Wednesday, will be dry slotted, and will also be cool enough that any precipitation around will be in the form of some snow, wintry mix, or maybe even freezing drizzle. And by Wednesday night, that storm has moved off, and we'll be seeing some lingering flurries or maybe a light snow shower too. Now, with regards to the freezing rain, this is the probability of at least 1/100th of an inch of freezing rain from Monday night to Tuesday night. And you can see the state looks like it pretty much has a good chance of seeing at least 1/100th of an inch of ice. Here's 1/10 of an inch of ice. The state still has a pretty good chance, 40 to about 70% chance of seeing at least 1/10 of an inch of ice. Thus, we could see some freezing rain advisories if this is correct. And this is probability of 1/4 inch of ice, and here's where the probabilities drop off. Although far southeast Iowa still is near 30 to 40%, so we could see some significant ice. Now here's something we haven't seen in a long time. This is the supercell potential at 6 p.m. Tuesday, showing the values are pretty substantial across the eastern part of the state, so we could see some rumbles of thunder. Back to the GFS and back to quiet weather for Thursday. As a low pressure begins to develop to our southwest again, the winds switch around back to the south again, and that means by Friday we could see another storm skimming the state with maybe some rain or snow showers and another blast of cold air behind that. We head to Saturday. It'll be cooler, highs in the 30s. Wind out of the northwest and no precipitation nearby. It'll be off to our east and northeast. A week from today, on March the 4th, there's the trough east of us, the trough access to our east, the wind coming out of the west-northwest, but it's becoming more zonal across the country, so no intrusions from the Arctic. We'll just have storms skimming by us quickly from west to east, it looks like, heading into the month of March. Here we have a storm off the east coast and one over the north. Further into the month, the 7th, here comes another piece of energy from this northwesterly flow coming out of southern and central Canada. And with this will be similar to a Clipper type system. This will bring cold air, some wind, and a bit of snow across the area. So we ain't done with the snow, even if we're roaring into the month of March here. And at the end of the forecast on the 12th, the main storm track well to our north as the main jet stream pushes into Canada. And with the main jet stream in Canada, that means we'll be fairly warm and, well, reasonably dry, although the Gulf will be opening up and bringing maybe a possibility of a shower or two if this is right. But this is still more than 2 weeks off. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one tomorrow.